The Cheeseboy 628 Show, starring Cheeseboy 628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you an OU tier Pokemon Showdown battle. And right before I get into this team preview, I'd like to say that I read your comments for my update video I uploaded yesterday, and I really appreciate all the feedback. And regarding Pokemon Showdown battles, adding more content regarding those, I'll let you guys know in a couple of weeks. I really just need some time to develop the schedule, and I hope you guys can understand that. Anyway, this is a huge battle I have here because it's a part of round 1 of an annual Smogon tournament where a ton of people enter, and legends such as Pogame and Thunder Blunder and Chimpact and so on and so forth are in. Now originally I didn't even know what this kind of tournament was because I don't participate on the Smogon forums. I find them kind of complicated to understand for whatever reason, but nonetheless my buddy Zeta5 introduced me to it. He told me how he was in it. I was like, could I have a chance to get in? He's like, put yourself in as a possible substitute. So I did, and I actually managed to get in, and he actually knew a good amount about my opponent here, Undisputed. Apparently he was a very good 5th gen player and was well known for a Rainstall team. So with that backstory, I know he has a reputation for being pretty decent at competitive, so I need to be on my toes here. Anyway, you may have seen this team once before if you've seen some of my fairly recent showdown battles. This is actually a stall team I got from an RMT that I just couldn't beat when I was laddering, consisting of physically defensive Chestnut, specially defensive Heatran, physically defensive Rotom Wash, specially defensive Cleric Clefable, got a specially oriented Aegislash-Wish Shadow Sneak, and a physically defensive Unaware Quagsire. So it's definitely a stall team just trying to get up as many hazards as possible, and then blocking spins with Aegislash. Now, looking at my opponent's team, he has a ton of threats. This was a couple of weeks ago, so Genesect was still legal back then, but yes, he has a ton of very offensive threats, especially that Mega Pinsir is well known to be a great wall breaker. I need to hope that thing stays at hopefully a neutral attack stage so I can actually cripple it. And with that said, I've rambled long enough, and let's see how this battle goes. So I'm going to start out with my Aegislash so I can do a ton of damage to something with a nice Shadow Ball. He actually brings in his Deoxys Speed first. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, bring him down to his Sash. Now we do kill his Shadow Sneak. I'm not sure if he's going to try to preserve his Deoxys Speed here, but nonetheless I'm going to go for the safe Shadow Sneak and take him out. Now here was a huge play. He goes for the Swords Dance. I was actually talking to Careless during this battle, and I'm like, if he hears Bulk Up or Swords Dance, I'm in a ton of trouble. And well, he did, and really Careless was expecting him to be Scarfed, so he was saying just a King Shield for getting the -2 on that U-turn that he'll probably go for. But that was not the case. Anyway, I lose my Rotom Wash because this thing is a threat, and I was telling Careless, I'm like, I need to recover stall this thing, but he's like, no, go for the Scald. And I'm like, dang it, this is why you don't listen to people. But seriously, yeah, that kind of just ruined me from the beginning, because now this Diggersby is +2, and really a Frustration is going to tear apart this team. I'm going to hope that I can live with Frustration, but this is a Diggersby, and I'm actually going to go into Quagsire now just to sack it. I've lost half of my team to this one threat. And now on the double down, I'm going to bring in my Chestnut as he brings in his Thundurus, and it probably carries HP Ice, but he actually carries the knockoff, so I'm guessing maybe it's a Defiant variant, and he does have the Life Orb. I'm going to go for the Leaf Seed. Unfortunately I missed. I feel like it wasn't really that big of a deal. Nonetheless, he goes for the U-turn here. He goes into his Genesect on my next Leech Seed, and here I can just give the Spiky Shield to stall out a little bit, but I am going to go directly into my Heatran. For some reason though, he goes for the U-turn, and I really don't understand that play when I could have easily just Spiky Shielded. Nonetheless, I'm going to stay in here. I really don't have a chance anymore if he decides to go for the EQ, and he does it because really I have nothing left to handle this thing. My Clefable is not unaware. I can go for the Moonblast that will do nothing, and I'm going to go down easily to a +2 Frustration. Why is his poke so frustrated? I have no idea. Nonetheless, he's able to sweep the rest of my team with that Pinsir, and that's going to be the game. But I do have another chance because each round is best of 3 games, so hopefully I can win the next one, but I guess you guys will see soon. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later. Peace.